Hey everyone, it is Mr. Crayfish and welcome back to another furniture mod update. It has been a while. I've really been meaning to get this update out for you guys like last week, but it's been too hectic. But in today's video, we are going to be checking out two new pieces of furniture, and that is the brand new grill. Ooh, that looks good. And the brand new cooler. Now, if you've been out of the loop for the past couple of months, I'm actually rewriting my furniture mod from scratch. So that is brand new models, brand new code. It should run better. Well, it should run better. But to put it in one sentence, I am currently in the process of updating my furniture mod to 1.14, and it is coming along nicely. So let's check out what's in this brand new update. Alright, so I'm starting this off on a high note because we are looking at probably the most exciting feature about this brand new update, and this is the new and improved grill. And of course, just like all the other pieces of furniture in this mod so far, it now comes in every single color. Previously, you could only get it in the red variant. So the grill is a block that allows you to cook items, that's quite obvious, but what actually makes this stand out compared to maybe a furnace or even a campfire that is now in 1.14? Well, I'm going to show you. So let's go ahead, let's place a couple of these down. I'm going to put my favorite colors down. I like these kind of trio of colors here. So we have the orange one, or not trio, sorry, there's a lot more than three here. We have the orange one, there's the light blue, yellow, lime, and then finally my favorite color is the red one. That's why the previous one was red, because it's my favorite color. So we've placed these down, and as you can see, they have a new model, and it's not really a directional block anymore. You can actually sort of place it anywhere and it works from any side. What I'm gonna do now is show you guys how you can use the grill to actually cook food, and before we even start cooking, you're going to need to get a special item. And if you're familiar with this already, you would know, but we're going to go ahead, go to the miscellaneous tab here in my furniture mod, and you should find the spatula. And something that is kind of unique about the spatula is it can actually be used as a weapon, and I think it's the equivalent of a stone sword. I think that's what I put it as. So you can actually use this to attack mobs if you really want to. I thought I would just add that for fun, in case you do want to use it. So you're going to need to craft a spatula, and all you're going to need to craft it is some iron bars, an iron ingot, and then some black wool, and that will give you one spatula. The next step is you're going to need to get some charcoal, or if you'd like, you can use coal. I'm going to use some charcoal here. Grab that, and then simply right click the grill, and you can place up to 9 charcoal inside, and as you can see, they are actually being rendered underneath the grill. Once you've done that, you'll need to grab some food, and it's kind of all the obvious things that you would expect you can cook. So you can grab out some raw pork chop, some raw mutton, raw beef, and I'm pretty sure you can even grab out kelp, because I've basically copied the same recipes that you can use on a campfire, but I've made it its own separate system, so you can actually, if you want to, create a data pack that adds recipes to the grill, and I will show you after this. So to add an item to the grill, all you simply have to do is right click it. Now basically the grill can have 4 items on it, so you can place one item here, one item on that corner, one here, and then yeah, just like that. And as you can see, it is cooking away now. Nothing will happen straight away. It's actually cooking as we speak, and you can tell because when it is cooking, there'll be flames generated in the grill there. When you start to see the smoke, that means the items need to be flipped. So of course, you're going to need to grab your spatula, and this is where this actually gets really cool. I'm going to go ahead, turn up the sounds here to full volume, just so you get a clearer hearing of the sound effect here, because I think this sells the grill so well. So that is the cool sound effect the grill makes when you actually flip the food on it. And as you can see, the food is finally cooked. Now once all the food has been cooked, you'll notice that the grill will stop cooking. It will only actually use the fuel if it can actually cook an item on here, so only if there is something raw will it cook, and this is just to make sure that it doesn't actually waste your fuel, and that was a problem in the previous version of the mod. But now this is the major difference with this compared to something like a campfire, or there is actually a difference compared to a furnace as well, and that is that because this is such a kind of laboring task just to cook food, it actually gives you significantly more experience points. So I've switched over to survival mode here, and I've cleared my levels completely, and if I go ahead, use the spatula here to remove the items from the grill, you'll notice it gives me XP. And this is actually quite a lot, so just from these 4 items here, I'm now up to 2 levels of XP. And you can imagine if I was to go ahead and let's go back to creative mode here. If I was to go ahead and start cooking a lot of this, so let's grab out a lot of raw pork chop, let's grab out a lot of charcoal here, let's fill all these up, and let's place a lot of these, well, let's place pork chops on all the grills here. We're like essentially creating a little bit of an XP farm, and this is what I really kind of wanted to do with this, because I found that, you know, why not just use a different method to gain XP rather than having to kill mobs? Maybe you're more into just cooking food, maybe you want to start like a little food business on your server. And let's remove all these items now, and let's see how many levels we now gain. So just from that, we are now up to 7 levels, and you can imagine if you had a lot of these grills cooking lots of items, you could probably get up to level 30 quite easily. I haven't tested it out, but I'm sure you guys will experiment yourself. Now, crafting a grill is quite simple. All you're going to need is 4 iron ingots, 1 iron bars, and then 2 concrete of your choice. I've just grabbed the yellow one. What you're going to do is pop the 2 concrete in the top corners, iron bars in the middle, and then 2 iron on the side like that, and that should give you it should give you 1 grill. Now the next piece of furniture and the last piece we are looking at today is the cooler, and there's honestly not a lot to say about this one. It's definitely not as interesting as the grill, but it has had some improvements, and as you can see, it comes in all the 16 colors here. And of course, just like everything, it has a new and improved model here, except for the white one. I need to improve that one, but all the other colors look amazing. So it's a much more of a simple model compared to before. It is now just a lid, whereas before it actually had a handle that would go over the top of it. At the back here, there is also some small elements there to indicate a hinge, and you might get the idea that when I actually open this up, it's going to have a different model, and you would be correct. But we'll get to that in a second here. But what I want to point out is that these can be used for storage. Now, previously you could only store potions in them, but I've kind of improved it, and I consider this an improvement. Is I've removed that restriction, so now you can actually place any item inside of the cooler now. So we could, if we want to, place coolers inside of the cooler. And you might have just caught a slight glimpse there of the animation, and I will pause the video so you guys can actually see the opened state of the cooler there, but you should notice that you can actually see inside of it. The difference as well in this version is it no longer renders the items inside, and I thought I wouldn't do this because Minecraft doesn't really do this, so I'm just trying to be consistent with Minecraft and trying to follow the theme in this mod. But it's still really cool, the animation, and I think it looks awesome, especially when you're seeing other players utilizing this block. Now, how do you craft the coolers? Well, it's quite simple. All you're going to need is 6 concrete of your choice. I've just grabbed the red ones, 2 white concrete, and then 1 chest. You want to place the chest right in the middle there, white concrete either side, and then fill the remaining slots with the concrete of your choice, and that will give you 2 coolers. Now, I'm giving you 2 because I felt like the chest there, even though this has significant storage space. Like, you're kind of trading that up for the kind of aesthetics of the cooler, but I did make it a little bit fair by giving you 2, so you don't lose too much storage space by crafting these. However, that is going to end off this video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. This update is now available, so download link is in the description as always. And if you guys haven't already and you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you could go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys for the next video real soon. Bye!